So most people know that this Tkiyat Shofar is a gift given to me by TBZ, sort of the opportunity to do a Kaddish for my father, who was not that much into leading ritual things, but really liked blowing shofar, and appropriately died on Rosh Hashanah about 16 years ago. And so I come back to this every year and, sort of hear his voice in the chanting and his breath in the blowing. And I want to say a little bit about fatherhood, because I think for me, right, fatherhood was one of the most transformative revelations. Not because I knew things that I hadn't known before. Like there was stuff I knew before intellectually, but it became real in my life. It became an experience. It became a feeling. And I think most dominant among those was, until I had kids, I was sort of like this bottom point of this upside down pyramid of ancestors, right? Like 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8, like millions and millions of people, right? All funneling down to me. It's amazing, right? And you think, wow, how am I going to live up to that one? But then I had kids. And I suddenly discovered, I'm part of the funnel. Right? I'm here, it's not all about me. It doesn't lead to me. I'm part of this flow that was here before me, that'll go on after me. And the real question that I can ask, is, how do I become a vessel for this flow? For the flow of the ancestors before me, for the flow of divinity from the world. How do I not get in the way? Right? How do I create a vessel that takes that breath, that takes that flow, and allows it to be heard in its deepest, strongest, most powerful way? Which is what we do with the shofar. Right? The shofar itself, the bone, the horn, is a vessel that takes breath and allows it to be heard in its most powerful, strongest way. This psalm that we just chanted, Bible scholars call it part of the genre of coronation psalms, right, of songs that celebrate the coronation of a king, maybe a queen too, and a lot of what we do on Rosh Hashanah is about, a lot of the metaphors, a lot of the work we do is about, raising God up and making God a king. And I think it's worth taking a moment and thinking, what does that mean? What does it mean to say, I want God to be a king of my world, or to rule my world? Especially if I no longer imagine God as, an old man sitting in the sky, long white beard, big golden crown, a few, royal jewels set on it. I think largely we have come back to God as the life of the world, or even more, the longing of the world, the longing that forces life to come, to develop, to grow, the longing for being that drives evolution. In Slichot, we sing about the longing of the branches to carry the buds, and the longing of the arteries to purify the blood. And it's so easy to get caught up in myself, in my little needs and my desire and my ego. And there's real longing there too. There's real ego longing. But it's so easily distracted. Ego longing can be so powerful that it can give birth to cultures that glorify death instead of life. And so what I want to do, what I want to take, the process I want to go through is, can I take my longing, take it deep enough, take it clean enough, so that it becomes part of the longing of the universe for life and being and becoming. Can I say to God, take everything that's mine and make it part of your longing? And at that point, there's not even words. There's not words for that, because the words are all shaped by me, my intellect, my ego. We blow shofar to say, Ribbono Shel Olam, take it all. And there's nothing left. This call, this wordless call, this longing for life and being, I offer up to you, so I can be part of your longing, which is the life of the world, and not of the longing that causes destruction within it. That is the wordless sound of the shofar.